Dear students, today we are going to see about internal resistance of a cell. So we know that this is a cell. So when the battery or the cell is connected with the external resistor, the current will be flow from positive terminal to negative terminal. So here the current starts from positive terminal and passes through the resistor and comes as the same current, and this current has to pass through the cell, then only it will be completed. So the current I passes through this cell, it will has the cell has some internal resistance. That internal resistance is represented as small r. That is, we are going to see that. So capital R is a external resistor, small r is the internal resistance of a cell. According to Ohm's law, the external voltage can be determined as V is equal to IR, product of current into resistance. But the internal cell voltage can be measured as V prime, which is equal to I into small r. So the EMF can be calculated as the sum of the external voltage and internal voltage. That's why we are saying that if you buy a 1.5 volt battery from the shop, so we have only a 1.2 or 1.3 volt only given as a external voltage. So remaining 0.3 will not, we are able to measure. That is, if you connect the 1.5 volt in a multimeter, it shows only 1.2 or 1.3 volt only. That will be coming as a external voltage. Few amount of the voltage will be spent for internal resistance in the cell itself. That is represented as E is equal to V plus V prime. So that is 1.5 is equal to 1.2 plus 0.3. Are you clear, students? Yes. Thus, we can represent EMF, which is equal to external voltage plus internal voltage. So external voltage is capital I into R plus I into small r, internal resistance. We can take the I commonly outside, we get EMF, which is equal to I into R plus R. Listen, the EMF of a cell is a for the open circuit. Even the battery is switch off. Here we can that we have a key, means if the key is switch off, even this battery has a 1.5 volt. If the battery is switch on, that battery supplies the 1.2 volt for external resistor and 0.3 volt for the internal resistor. So don't confuse with the EMF and potential difference. EMF is a voltage for the open circuit. So even the battery is not connected, this battery has a EMF of 1.5 volt. If the battery is connected, the ends from this end A, from this end A to from this end B, here we have a two ends. So apart from these two ends has a potential difference of V, that is V is equal to IR. That is a voltage, external voltage. This is the internal voltage. Don't confuse with the EMF and potential difference. Potential difference for the closed circuit, EMF for the open circuit. Yes, we come to this question. So EMF, which is equal to I into R plus R. Even we can write that if you bring this R plus R in the denominator, simply EMF, which is equal to VM by EMF by R plus R. I is equal to E by R plus R. Even V is equal to IR, so I will multiply here R. So here also R, that is a V. So we get ER by R plus R. This is a external voltage we can calculate. Sorry, this is a small r. Then even we can write this V. So this V prime can come this side, means we get V is equal to E minus V prime. So V is equal to E minus, what is a V prime? That is a internal voltage I into internal resistance of a cell. Also we can write V prime, this V prime as it is, this external voltage will come this side. So this external voltage come to the left side. So we get IR is an internal resistance E minus V. So I will come to the denominator, I is equal to V by R. So if the R come to the numerator, we get the internal resistance of the cell. This is the expression for internal resistance of the cell. So dear students, the lot of derivations are there. Don't confuse. Mere you have to remember this one alone. E is equal to V plus VR, V prime. That is a V is a external voltage I into R, and V prime is a internal resistance. That is a internal voltage I into R. If you remember this equation alone, we have to bring the V prime here, or we have to bring the V here. Whatever the calculation we have to do, we will do on its own. So don't mug up anything. Yes. Next we are going to see the combination of cells. Before going to the combination also, as I am already told that for a open circuit, if the key is switch off, if you switch off that EMF is equal to open voltage, that is 1.5 voltage. If you connected with the external resistor, if the switch is on, what will happen? The external voltage is always less than the EMF. That is explained here. That is E is equal to 1.5, external voltage is 1.2. So the external voltage is always less than the EMF of a cell. So we can represent this circuit like this: external resistor, this is the EMF of the cell. So this dotted line is a battery. So the battery has some internal resistor. We can represent as a small r. So what is internal resistance of the cell? Very simple, students. It is a resistance offered by a electrolyte in a cell to flow the flow of current between the electrodes and each other. So very simple, it is a resistance offered by the electrolyte to the flow of electric current. So the flow of electric current is resisted, slow down. That resistance is called as a internal resistance of a cell. So this is the definition for internal resistance of a cell. Next, we are going to see about combination of cells. So the combination of cells in series. Now we are going to connect the cells one after another. That is a series connection. This is the EMF of the first cell. This is the EMF of the second cell, E1, E2. The first cell internal resistance is R1. Second cell internal resistance is R2. So both the cells are connected in between the terminals A and C. The B is a terminal between the two cells. So the potential difference between VAB, that is VA and VB. First cell potential difference is what we have to do that. That is, we already know that E is equal to V plus V prime. So I will bring this V prime this side, E minus V prime, that is the internal voltage. What is internal voltage? E minus IR. IR is the internal voltage, small internal resistance into current. So this equation we have to take in here. So the potential difference between A and B is VA minus B, VB, which is equal to E1 minus the current I flowing here is I into R1. So current always flows from positive to negative terminal. So it is towards a negative terminal, that it will be going like this. So what is the potential difference between BC? That is E2 minus IR2. So we potential difference between VAB and VBC. Are you clear, students? Yes. Now our question is combination of cells in series. What is the potential difference between A and C? So we have to combine these two cells. Potential difference between A and C, which is equal to, we can put VA minus VC. As for AB, we put VA minus VB. For BC, we can write it as a VB minus VC. Here we can write VA minus VC. But I rewrite this VA minus VC as a plus VB and minus VB I am writing here. So it does not changes the equation here. But if I put the bracket like this, so what we will get? Yes, VA minus VB and VB minus VC. So this equation can be rewrite like this. Just to add these two equation, E1 minus IR1, E1 minus IR1 plus VB minus VC, E2 minus IR2. Bring the E1, E2 together and IR1 and IR2 in the another side. So simply we can take the I commonly outside. We get E1 plus E2, which is equal to minus I into R1 plus R2. That is a voltage, total voltage, total potential difference between A and C. So V equivalent, which is equal to E equivalent minus IR equivalent. IR equivalent is this in series. So the resistance of the two cells are directly add up, similar to the resistance in the combination of resistors. So R1 plus R2, that is a EMF, directly we can add E1 plus E2. So E equivalent, which is equal to E1 plus E2, R equivalent, which is equal to R1 plus R2. So we can redraw this this diagram, battery 1 and battery, or cell 1 and cell 2 as a single cell. E equivalent, here R equivalent. E equivalent is a EMF of the combination of two cells, and R equivalent is a combination of the internal resistance of two cells. So very simple derivation, students. First you have to find the potential difference between A and B and B and C, and then A and C. So rewrite these equations. You are able to find the derivation for, we are able to find the derivation for these things. Are you clear? Yes. Thank you, students.